try our so she can't get me from up here. I think you're both dead. But I want to make sure of that before going down. Here. Yeah, you're dead. Good. So, what is going to be a good way to get power? Maybe just run a power line over there? What's the best way? I think it's going to be the best way to do with the belts as well, is just literally run a belt over there. You said I had to... This one I need to overclock? Full?
Yeah, MK3 overclock all the way. You should get 600 out of it.
Yep. I do remember what you said, but it's just like...
I mean, that's fine. I don't always remember what I say, so, you know, I you know, it happens. But, you know, it's good to get a double check on it.
And then... Okay, weird audio bug. You're not always hearing the rebar explode. At times. Not if you fire the exploded rebar into leaves, you don't hear the kaboom. Or you do sometimes. Sometimes you hear it, sometimes you don't hear it.
Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? This will be quicker. Don't like destroying foliage, but when you're trying to make a path, I'm gonna gather in the barrel nuts for Willow.
So you're holding on to your nuts for Willow? Is what you're saying? If I heard that correctly?
Could you imagine if she joined in on that conversation? If she joined in on this conversation and you said
yeah, just as I said that, yeah.
You'd be like, what did she walk into? Did I get rid of that poison plant? Yes, I did. Good. Okay, so I need to get it over this way, but...
Oh yeah, I was looking at, there's another update for Enshrouded. Their update 6.
Is it?
Yeah, Thralls something or other. And, yeah, Wait, no, I don't see anything. Sorry, I'm trying to pipe and talk, you know. So the, I don't know. I mean, you know, we've discussed before. It just, I mean, I don't know. There's some new armor and new areas and stuff. I don't know. I mean, they, well, actually, no, I don't think there's any new areas. They basically updated the areas that are already there. So they added, like, they made the fog, I guess, like, denser and creepier.
Right.
Yeah, right. That was kind of my takeaway. And, you know, and I don't know, there was just a lot of like, you know, like, oh, we've improved combat, and we've made this harder, and we've added a bunch of new creatures to the fog and or to the shroud. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I mean, I didn't ask for any of those things.
I like. Don't get me wrong. I like Enshrouded. I'm just very confused of where the fuck they're going with that game.
Yeah, same.
You know, 'cause oh Christ, we've sunk a fair amount of time into it. It's like, did you read the recent? Well, you may. It depends if you've got it installed. Patch notes, Power World.
Yeah, I mean, they've had to make a lot of changes because of the whole Nintendo lawsuit shit.
Yeah, pals can pals can now no longer be used as gliders.
Yep, I read that. Yep, fuck you, Nintendo. This is why we can't have nice things.
Clearly.
You know? Because, I mean, it's not like Nintendo is gonna, like, come out with their own Pokemon with guns. Like, that's never a thing Nintendo's gonna do. That's never a thing that Pokemon is gonna do. Like, that is antithetical to what Pokemon is about, right? Like, you know, so it's like, let other people do the shit that you're not gonna fucking ever do anyway.
Well, the thing I don't understand is we've in Pokemon you've not to my knowledge. I mean, because I haven't played Pokemon in a long time. Was when have the characters ever been able to use the Pokemon as a glider?
Yeah, well, that was my question too. But in fairness, I have not kept up with Pokemon either. Yeah, let me look it up.
Because it seems a bit. Problem is Nintendo got fucking. The main root of it is Nintendo got very jealous that the fact that Power World had made a shit ton of money in such a short fucking space of time.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, I'm trying to find. Looking at a Reddit thread here. I'm trying to find if there is, because obviously there are people that are much more up on Pokemon than we are. You know, like most people, I would assume. Let's see.
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah, see, and this is the real bullshit of it too, right? Like, part of it is even though they haven't done it, I think it because from what I'm looking at, there's two bullshit moves. A, I don't think it's because they've done it; they have a patent for it. And B, what's extra bullshitty about that is the fact that some of these, there's at least one patent. I don't know if it's this one too. At least one of the patents that they've had to make changes about were filed after the release of Power World.
Now that shouldn't
And then applied retroactively, and I'm like, that's bullshit.
that shouldn't be allowed.
That is absolute bullshit.
That shouldn't
Like
be
that
allowed.
is some, yeah, that's some total pig fuckery right there.
Yeah. I'm sorry, if they filed that patent after Power World was released, that patent should not stand.
No, that should not be a valid maneuver. But sadly, the reason why it works is because Nintendo has enough money and sway behind them, and good lawyers to make it work. Like that's the sad reality of it.
And that's the problem. It's like every fucking, like, even for example, any YouTuber who wants to do Nintendo content can't. Because every time Nintendo will basically they basically fuck your videos over.
Oh yeah.
No, look, they've got a new fucking Switch coming out. Oh, I'm fucking not buying a bastard.
Yep.
and not out of spite of anything that Nintendo have done. It's I have a perfectly good working Switch. Until the Switch stops working, I won't get a new one.
Oh yeah, and they know that. So they'll certainly find a way to ensure that that has a shelf life.
Yeah, but it was like I didn't get another PlayStation until my PS4 hit the dust, and it hit the dust a while ago, but that was the only reason I got a PS5. Because that's what I'd always said to David Nolan. I won't get the PS5 until my console no longer works. So, yeah, some things that Nintendo have done recently in regards to that pattern and stuff it's just like, yeah, you fucking scumbags.
Oh yeah. Well, even what they've done with the new Switch shit too, because there's a whole bunch of stuff that's like not backwards compatible, and then they're re-releasing like the newer like Breath of the Wild and shit on the Switch too.
Because they want to make more money.
Right, because they want to make more money off of it, and it's not like really a remastered version, and doesn't include, I think, the DLC. So you still have to buy the DLC separately. And because I know a lot, because people were referencing the recent Oblivion remaster, because it was like, man, does that make Nintendo look bad? Because right before the Oblivion remaster, Nintendo was already talking about oh, you're gonna have to buy Breath of the Wild again for Switch 2 and blah blah, and and it's not even really a remaster. It's basically the same fucking game. You just have to buy it again, and then and the DLC separately, and then Oblivion shows up and is like, yeah, so this is a full from the ground up remaster or remake with a brand new engine, all new graphics, and all the DLC is included, and it's not full retail price.
Yeah.
And which is hilarious to me, because it's not like Bethesda to make other studios look bad. Like in recent years, Bethesda's been the asshole here. So it's kind of a fascinating turnaround for Bethesda to be the good guy in this situation.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, them sort of sticking a finger up at Nintendo in a way.
Yeah, which, I mean, is just hilarious, because they don't really have, Bethesda doesn't really have the grounds to be that smarmy about it either.
No.
And I mean, kudos to them that it's yeah, you finally did something fucking right. Good job. And, and yeah, kudos, but you still got a ways to go before, before you're really getting my goodwill back.
Yep. Yeah, well, I'm still pissed at 76.
Yeah, you and a lot of people. I mean, 76 is... I mean, and, it's okay, I think... it's nice that they've, made improvements or added stuff or whatever, but it's just, the damage is done.
I'm not...
To me, 76... Nor have I, because it's just, I don't see a redemption there.
No.
Because... even if the game is oh, it finally got good or whatever, to me, it's just no, I'm sorry. There's not really a redemption there. You're not suddenly the good guy because you finally have the product that you should have had when you started, right? That doesn't make you the good guy here. Conversely, because we're talking video games or redemption arc, some people, of course, are going to reference No Man's Sky, right? And to me, No Man's Sky is a proper redemption arc only because they overhyped it, for sure. There was definitely some bullshit that happened at the beginning, but you're talking about a small studio, one of their first games, new onto the scene, and they underdelivered. but they got a lot of sales, right? And they easily could have taken that money and walked away into the sunset, never to be seen again. And instead, they've continued to work their asses off on that game, and they have delivered years of free content. And No Man's Sky, for whatever our multiplayer issues are, whatever, there is a crazy amount of content there to be had. That is now way more and way bigger than even the original scope of that product.
Yep.
So I mean, kudos to them, and yes, in my eyes, it does make them the good guy in that scenario, because it's a different situation.
Yeah, and now are working on another game.
And on top of that, they're and on top of that, they're still doing updates. Like, it's not like they announced the other game and then just like, yeah, No Man's Sky is done. No, they're still fucking pumping out more content for No Man's Sky.
And that's the thing. Like I said, we're not playing No Man's Sky in a while. I'm out of the loop with it.
I mean, I'm out of the loop with it only because, like, I mean, I'm not largely paying attention, or like I haven't like played it, but like I do pay attention to like what they're doing, because I've paid enough attention to where pretty much any time they put out a new like release video for like their next content or whatever, YouTube lets me know about it. So I always end up like watching whatever their next thing is. But I don't know, for me, like at this stage, like I've sunk hundreds of hours into No Man's Sky. I don't know if I'll go back to it at this point. But I probably will, because No Man's Sky has interestingly for me been sort of like Minecraft. It's a game that occasionally I just hanker to go back and play, and and do I just go back, play a little bit of it, and then pop back out of it. Like, it's because as you know, I struggle to like just pop in and out of games. Like, that's a rare phenomenon for me, because I usually, like any game, like I want to play it from the beginning again, and then I get overwhelmed, and then I just, and then I peter out real fast. So, but like No Man's Sky, like Minecraft, is just another one of those games that I can just like pop my head into, get back into for a little while, and then be like, okay, cool, I'm fulfilled.
Yeah. Good
Moving
evening,
on.
Alan.
Howdy, Alan.
Funny. He can even fucking jump scare me with the claw from Toy Story. Because it made me jump. I was fighting a spitter at the time, and then he goes and hits me with that.
Nice. Well, I mean, when you're not expecting it, I mean, that's what's gonna do it.
Yeah, and plus we were talking as well. And it was just like,
Yeah, I mean, right. I mean, you're distracted, so.
yeah. So can I get that? Okay, so how can I? Okay, so if I just bring that. How are you, Alan? Get the frigging conveyor belt, not the foundation. Oh, that's not even straight. That's not even. I have to go one more up. That means this. Oh. No. Nope. 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 No.
No?
It's because I'm on a hill. Right. So I want to do a merger. No, because you're gonna split it out. I mean, you were It's gonna look junky as shit, but it might work. And if I bring you to...
Yeah, you know, sometimes you just gotta embrace the jank. Okay.
Why is that not?
Almost there.
Still got a headache, not as bad as... There's some more. Blood pressure, meds. Ah, right, okay, yeah. Well, at least you're kinda getting there. If not, you know, maybe not as quick as you'd hope. Are you gonna bring that lift upwards?
Maybe. Did I do the splitters?
Did you do what?
No, I didn't. Sorry, I'm mumbling to myself.
Nothing unusual though.
No, not at all.
Are you
Okay, how do I do this? Yeah, it's down.
You look shit.
So, yeah, we're down,
Can I get...
down and up. Yeah, outer, down. Outer down. Right?
Right. It's only 3 weeks since my headache is... Jesus Christ. You've had that for 3 weeks. Bloody hell.
Yeesh, that sucks.
I didn't think it was that long, to be honest. Actually,
I would have
no.
started murdering people by now.
Was it... Was it after Among Us? Or was it before? Okay, oh, that's gonna work. A bit light, but it'll do, I guess. Right, power. Had it while... Okay, so you had it while we were doing Among Us, so it was before that then. Jeez. Okay. Power. I don't have the power.
That's unfortunate. So you're not He-Man?
No. I'd like to say He-Man wasn't as big over here, but it probably actually was as well. Remember the cartoon?
Yeah, I mean that's right, and I mean that's what I remember. Which it was hilarious because that was like back during the day where pretty much the cartoon was basically invented to sell the toy.
Got to say it wasn't to sell the action figures.
Yeah, which to me is kind of hilarious because like you'd kind of think it's the other way around, right? Like you'd think like, oh, the cartoon came out and then they made action figure, which is usually like that happens a lot now. But like back then it was like, no, we had an action figure and it's like, oh, how do we sell this? Oh, let's make a cartoon, and that was really common back in the day. Like they did that a lot with a lot of different figures, and which I just think is so hilariously like ass backwards, and
But it started
but.
Started on the 22nd, he said. And he even remembers the film.
Oh, the Masters of the Universe film? Yeah.
Okay, so was this one meant to be overclocked as well? To...
Yeah. So you can use the... I think you can use an MK2 on that? Maybe? Hold on, let me double check. Well, you need to get to 180. You basically just need to get it to 180.
Alright, okay.
So yeah, oh yeah, when you do need an MK3 on it. So it's got an MK3, and then needs to be 180 because you got 600 on the other one, plus the 180. That'll give you 780 for
Yeah.
the
I was gonna
for the
say, if you
MK5 belt.
can, technically, if you were to fully overclock that, you would get 300 out of it.
Right, but then we got too much on
much.
the belt. So
Right, so it looks like both belts, yeah, both belts have come down and both belts are done, ready.
sweet.
So they're like, you know,
I wish I could say I was ready for them.
here and here. So yeah, I can see this taking longer than normally. You will not. This will be done by tonight. Not a fucking chance.
No,
No.
probably not.
No.
Don't tell me no.
Don't tell you know what.
Sorry, you're just like no. I mean, you're probably right, but I'm just being obstinate.
You're being what now?
I'm being a pain in the ass.
Why change a habit of a lifetime?
You see, I mean, that's what I say, right? Like, you know, why change now? You know, like, come on, I'm in my 40s, right? Like, I'm halfway through the 40s right now. Like, why change now?
I've had a look at it, and it is something that we're gonna do, but we're gonna obviously wait till we've said when we're gonna do it. I think it could be interesting with more of us.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. It's actually Schedule 1. It's not actually Schedule I, it's actually Schedule 1 as Tim pointed out to me.
Yeah. Yes.
Because that's what
Because it refers to a classification of drugs, which is Schedule 1 drugs. So, and there are other classifications. There's Schedule 2 and Schedule 3.
Yeah.
I believe I can fly.
Hmm.
Um,
You can't touch this guy.
no, I can't.
Yeah, so that's the... Obviously, I'm not... In terms of how the belts are gonna go, I leave that one up to you. Okay, so
That's fine.
You've got the other two connected. Excuse me, you've got the other two connected, but I'm guessing...
What?
Excuse me. No, you've got the two end one connected, but the middle ones aren't connected to the belts yet.
What do you mean?
Your window bits.
Oh, yeah.
So, well, Tim, unless I don't think Tim, you got something else?
Yes. So,
Right.
all right. So now that we've got that, we need the coal. And let's see. Yeah, because that's 520 times 2. No, 520 times 520 times 3 divided by 2 is 780. So yeah, it's 2 MK5 belts worth, which I will worry about splitting again once they get back here. So we have
A coal node. Wrong button. Coal node there, which is a normal. A coal node there. A coal node over there.
Okay, we got one down here. This is a pure down here.
Oh, that's gonna be a bastard to root.
So this is going to be one MK5 line, because if we put an MK3 on that, we'll get our 780 straight out of that one.
Yeah.
So that'll be one line, and then the second line, we're going to have to mix and match between these other coal nodes. So you've got 2 normal nodes. Yeah, I mean, our best bet would probably be use the 2 other normal nodes, put MK3s on them, and then divide 780 in half. And combine those 2 together.
Now, I know we've already done the train station.
Mm-hmm.
Where is our other coal?
What do you mean? We don't generate enough coal there.
One second. Right, I'm gonna.
Because we have a coal train around there.
Yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow, Al. And obviously, he says bye to him.
Wait a minute.
Because what are they for there?
Well, that's some of the coal that we're using down at the frame factory for steel to frames, down there. But we don't generate enough coal there for what we're using here. I had thought about ramping that up and running more lines to that and ramping it up and then shipping it. But then decided against that. And if we've got the MK3s, we've got coal in the area, so we can just keep it local.
I know the map looks deceiving on distance. So you'd want them to normal, did you say?
Yeah, because you get the 2 normals up here. They're going to merge together for an MK5 line, and then the other one down here, and then bring those together.
Oh. Okay. I think they're a bit further away from the bloody train track, though, aren't they?
Oh yeah, yeah, they're nowhere near the train track because the train track is north of there. So you're gonna have to route it the old-fashioned way.
Okay, so I forget the button. That's the button. Oh, there's a power slug up here. Something fucking spawns in on me now. I'm fucked. So where the fuck? Who was the genius that says, "Oh yeah, let's build in the Red Forest"?
I appreciate that you realize that I'm a genius.
So 60 meters. Is that the pure? Is that the impure? Is that the normal? Yeah. Where are you? Because I can't see you. Ah. You're there. So where is that other coal north then? I wonder. Thank God for homing rifle ammo. Yeah, you don't get a lot of it. Well, that kicked your ass. Because you got confused at where I was. That was handy. I have no fucking clue how to route this right now.
Very carefully.
Might just have to route it along. Might have to route that along the river. Probably the best bet. Um, I can't even. I'll figure that out in a minute. Just let me. That was going to be the problem. Still playing RimWorld.
How's that going?
Interesting. Yeah. I have a mechanator. It's basically one of my colonists. He's a guy that can build mechs for you.
Oh, that's cool.
I managed to capture as well, somehow, 3 centipedes.
Nice.
Them things are fucking lethal.
So what are those? So basically, you can now like use those as a weapon.
Yes, now they're part of my team, or my mech. Now that my mechanator controls them, they're now on my side.
Sweet.
I had a mech raid drop in on me. I mean, the base bit was shielded, and I was like, oh shit. How do I get around this? And, yeah, EMP stuff is good against mechs.
Right.
To the point of it, if I hadn't been prepared, I'd have been dead. Because there was 5 Militors, 10 Ciphers, 6 Centipede, and 1 Caterpillar.
Wow.
That dropped on me, and I was like, oh, fuck. And then before that, I had my little Boomalorp incident.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that.
Yeah. So now the Boomalorps are separate. Right, there's that one. I'm still 283 meters away from the other one. Boy. Yeah, the Boomalorp incident didn't end well at all. Oh, shit. Ah, crap. Uh-oh. Where's my rifle? Seriously, where is my rifle? Ow. Come on, die! There we go, that's all. You know, there's so much loot. Still with me over there?
Yep. Sure am. Just realized I gotta rejigger some shit here.
Well, it's nothing new.
Nope. This game requires an awful lot of rejiggering.
So, yeah, the Boomalorp incident. I lost a few Boomalorps, but they've now. Their population's now sprung back up, shall we say.
That's good.
The only thing I mean, I've got, obviously I use mods, but I've got ambushers right around my wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ambushers don't do fuck all against mechs. Especially the caterpillars when they can just tear down your ambusher. It's like, lovely.
Indeed.
Where is this other call? I passed it? There's that one. No, it's still 111 meters this way. Ah, boy. Yeah, I think I am going to just route it along the river and join up. Yeah, with the mods I'm using, there's like stock markets and stuff you can actually do within RimWorld.
That's cool.
And you have to put your money, you have to put your silver into the bank and things like that before before you do it on the stock markets. And I haven't checked
Right.
I haven't checked how many stocks are doing, mind you. I really should. There's the call. Okay, so that's it for miners. I'm out of supercomputers now.
Okay.
At this point, so. And you said. And this one has to be overclocked fully.
Where are you at? Oh, you're doing the two normals?
Yeah.
So you want to get 390 on each?
Alright, I was going to say, because technically if you overclock it fully, this one gets 600.
Mm-hmm. Right. I mean, either you overclock one to 600 and only overclock the other one a little, or you overclock both of them to 390.
Okay.
However you want to get to 780 at the end. That's...
Well, I'll overclock that one then to 390. But yeah, there's that. There's RimWorld, and Derail Valley is another game that I sink a lot of time into. It's my go-to at the minute.
Oh, yeah. Trying to remember which one that one is. I always... So I remember you talking about it, and then I always forget which one it is. Hold on, let me just look that up real quick. Derail.
You've got it on your
Yeah, that I know. Yeah, I'm sure I do. I'm just trying to remember specifically which train simulator one it is.
You...
Oh, that one. Okay, yeah.
The one that you used to be able to only play in VR, and then they non-VR'd it, and then yeah.
Right.
I mean, yeah, that's it. Stunkles. I don't know what it is. It's just it's just my sort of chill out kind of game. If I don't want to do any RimWorld, I'll just, you know what I mean? I'll just
Yeah, sounds good.
play it. Because I know I've got other games there, but perhaps like something that I want to play. I might not want to play because it's probably logistical and I can't be
Yeah, it
bothered.
just requires too much brain power.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hear it. I mean, it's definitely stuff this week that I like wanted to play, but by the time I was done doing other things, it was like, yeah, no, I don't get any brain power for that.
It's like I said to you about that other thing. That's quite a bit of time spent just doing that for pack.
Yeah.